Test 1, 2. Good evening. I am Juanqui, and welcome to my world. Drop a bomb on that. Happy Tuesday, Wednesday Eve. I hope you are doing okay. But before we start, I am going to turn the microphone over to Martha Reeves. Okay? Martha Reeves. Hold on. Where's Martha Reeves? Here we go.
With me. Who's singing the same note I'm singing? Why? Backup singers. I don't think I do. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled, oh, say.
All right, give it up for legendary singer Martha Reeves. This is why it's important as a performer to surround yourself with people who will keep you grounded and let you know, baby, it's time to retire. It ain't cute. It don't sound cute no more. Just enjoy your retirement. Enjoy your accolades of what you did. Sold out crowd here, sold out stadium there. It's done. Go out on a high note. No pun, yes pun. Now, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have something diabolical. We have a diabolical confession. It don't get no more diabolical than this. So let me go ahead and get myself together. Let me get the confession. I took a peek at it and I was like, this is something else. This is something else, and it screams lack of melanation. Here we go. Hold on a second. All this stuff been harassing me for the longest. I feel like my sounds need to be a little bit more. Okay, now I feel a little more Latin. You know what I'm saying? A little more Latin. Drop that bomb. Okay. You know? I feel like I dropped that one out of 35,000 feet. Okay, and let's see. Crowd control. Let's go. There. Now I'm feeling it. All right, here we go. I hooked up with my best friend's mom. I regret it. I'm 23, male, and my best friend is also 23, male. We've been friends since elementary school, so we're very close. Even early on, our families would invite one another over for parties, get-togethers, etc. to this day. My birthday was last week, and I didn't really have any plans besides working in the morning and doing cake with some family, but that wasn't until late when everyone got home. I decided to hit up my best friend. I'll call him Ethan when I'm off work. That we should hang out and figure out something to do. I finish up work, got home to freshen up, and I make my way over to his house. I get there and him, his two siblings, and mom was home. So when I opened the door to go in, they all yell, "Happy birthday!" Before I go to say anything, Ethan told me he had a potential idea to do. Ethan told me they had a potential idea to do for my birthday. Me, Ethan, his brother, not his sister, she's underage to drink, and his mom all go into town and walk around, hitting up bars, clubs, places to eat, and whatever else pops up. That his mom will pay for an Uber into town and back to the house when then one for me to go back. Motherfucker. Sorry. My bad. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it pains me to read poor grammar and put together sentences and the whole. It hurts. It's like picture you driving over glass, but without you having the protection of wheels and a car. You're just, I guess, you're walking over glass barefoot. Okay, that's what it feels like to me. I'm going to skip all this bullshit and get to where the mother becomes a slut. Okay? She walks towards the kitchen, but she glances at me and then does a gasp and says, "I'm so sorry. I completely forgot to send you an Uber." And she will be order one, but I told her it's fine, that I'll send an Uber in a little bit for myself when I feel a little more sober. I felt fine, but it was one of those everyone spins. If I get up and I close my eyes. She asked if I was feeling all right and if I needed anything, but I told her that I was fine and I'll just sit here longer until I'm ready. She walked around the couch and sat down next to me, proceeded to rub my shoulder. "If you need anything, I'm here," she says. I thank her, and after another 20 or so seconds, she stops rubbing my shoulder. We talked about the night a bit, and then she leans her head onto my shoulder, onto my non-melanated shoulder. I added that part, but I just felt like it needed to be emphasized. I digress. Let's continue with the text. She leans her head onto my shoulder and says that she's tired. I'm like, tired? While she's leaning onto me, I told her she should get some sleep. Then that it's been a long night of drinking, but she insisted to stay until I left, that she didn't want me alone for my birthday. I'm slouching on the couch while she leans on me, and I'm scrolling through TikTok now while we have small talk. She then asked me something I didn't expect. "Do you like me leaning on you?" I honestly didn't know what to say and just didn't respond. And she said, presses her head up close to me and asked me again. "It's nice not being alone on my birthday," I said, because I didn't know what the fuck to say. My mind was for real racing through thoughts of what's going on. She slowly lifts her head up, and I see in the corner of my eyes she's looking at me through her geriatric eyes. I added that part. She slowly lifts her head up and I see in the corner of my eyes she's looking at me, and I look at her. Happy birthday, and leans in and kisses me on the lips. A peck, but a kiss. I just look at her in disbelief. She just looks at me, and then, after a bit of a staring contest, I lean in to kiss her. Without going into crazy details for the rest of the night. Without going into crazy details for the rest of the story, but he wrote store. We didn't necessarily have sex, but the furthest we got was have her giving me head. And because if you give a head to get a head, if you're giving head, then finishing on her face. Once it was over, I ordered an Uber home. I just texted my dad to hold off cake for tomorrow before getting home. So I went instantly into my room and masticated. No, I added that part. During the moment, I felt amazing and was such a surreal experience. Menopausal woman, right? Gee, the joy of a 23-year-old. But looking back at it, I really do regret it. It's my best friend's mom that I essentially grew up with since elementary school. It's not like she's ugly or anything. The exact opposite. It's just I feel like I sabotage our friendship on my birthday. No, you should feel like this old ass bitch took advantage of you. Even if you're 23. You should feel like this white bitch that pretty much raised you and your best friend is sick in the motherfucking head. But those are my suggestions of what you should be thinking. Let's continue. I can't even bring myself up to IDEC. No. IDEN. I don't even know. Lord Jesus Christ, these kids are in their writings. He didn't want to write I don't even know, so he wrote IDEC. IDEK. I don't even know where to start. Hey, Ethan, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to let you know that after my birthday, I busted on your mom and left immediately after to go home and haven't brought it up with her or anyone since. God, IDK, I don't know if this is a rant, need advice, or what. Somebody says, take it to the grave. Somebody says, to the motherfucking grave. Somebody says, he didn't huck her, so it's just the mother giving head grave. Somebody says, if you want to keep the friendship, you need to go to your grave with this secret. Never tell anyone except all of us on the internet. Somebody says, it's super weird that he phrased it as busted on your mom. I feel like there might be a need to change the narrative so it's not so weird. Like, just actually go through it with it. So if he ever blurs it out, it comes out as, I hucked your mom instead. I busted on her face. This person is clearly not getting what's it called? Idealism? The freedom of, not the freedom, but the figure of speech. Somebody says, Imagine if somebody says, oh my God, they're getting very graphic over here. So let me not say those. Somebody says, this is a long ad for Uber. Well, I'm going to say the following. I think it's disgusting all around. I think you should probably disassociate from the family, from that family. You are 23. Friendships change. Childhood friends come and go. Well, they go. And so more than likely, this is going to drive a wedge. Do not try to engage anymore. She took advantage of you. Okay, because there is a difference between somebody who, you don't know the mom and you just met the mom and it just happened and you're 23. There's a difference between that and a bitch that was like, you from elementary, was at each other's homes and get-togethers and family events. That is sick territory. Okay, sick territory, predatory PDF file, the whole context. And so I'm just so glad that this is not a melanated story. It's a non-melanated story because, yeah. I told you it was going to be diabolical. I said it was a diabolical story, didn't I? Anyway, I do this every night. Every night I do this. Well, not exactly this, but some version of this. So please make sure you tune in tomorrow. Have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Be safe. And don't forget to hit the like, please. Please.